You're watching the Sports Political channel of LB. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Let's get down to business. So, the last couple of days, it's been pretty wild in the NBA. As in case you didn't realize that Draymond Green and Jordan Poole got into a fight. Now, we didn't know to what extent the fight was taking place, and somebody leaked the video to TMZ, but we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But I'm going to play this clip. And shout out to Alex Henroff for sending me this. As you can see in the video, Draymond Green walks up to Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole pushes him off, and Draymond Green Superman punches Jordan Poole, and they had to be broken up. Bam! So, I have many thoughts about this, right? And first things first. A matter like this should be held privately. There should be no way in hell that this video gets leaked to TMZ. Okay? This practices, the locker room, those are secret things. And those places are not to be compromised because somebody wants to gain notoriety or some 15 seconds of fame or what have you. Those are secret places where the most inner secrets and most deep-rooted things are being talked about. And that thing should not be compromised because somebody want to get a video out. So somebody need to be fired for this. The entire video staff, somebody needs to be fired for this. Because this is bullshit. There's no way in hell that you let this leak out to TMZ. And we all know what TMZ is about.
Oh, here we go.
So somebody need to answer for this. The video staff, everybody on that video staff, your ass is gone. Period. Who leaked that goddamn on video to TMZ? And it could be anybody. We don't know who all was there, and we don't know who all had their camera phones out recording that footage. For all we know, it could be a family member. For all we know, it could be somebody who had an axe to grind against Draymond Green. It could be anybody. We don't know. So somebody got some explaining to do. Now, let's talk about what really going on, because the fight is what we're talking about here, right? The fight, to me, you cannot have Draymond Green and Jordan Poole on the same team. Not after that. Not after that. And I know there could be some people coming in and talking about, oh man, teammates fight all the time, man. You don't sucker punch your teammate though. Could have broken that man's jaw. Now, nobody wins in this scenario, okay? Nobody. And regardless of what the fight was about, at the end of the day, you don't fight your teammate, man. You don't do no shit like that. You don't sucker punch your damn teammate. That's the person you're supposed to be going to war with. And you do that. Now, I know people try to compare fights and stuff like that, whether it be the fight between Bobby Portis and Nikola Mirotic. You had that fight a couple years back. You had the fight between Oh man, there was another fight. There was another interesting fight I forgot all about. But nevertheless, you can't have this shit. What's up, GG Chillin 702? Salute to you, my sister. And you know, the Warriors brass let Draymond Green get away with a lot of shit. They let him get away with a lot of shit. I mean, there was last year with Dwight Howard and AD got into it, but there were no punches thrown. But you know, AD had all that smoke for Dwight Howard, and they had no smoke for nobody else. And Dwight Howard is the elder statesman in the game, and that's how AD does Dwight Howard. Nobody was rocking with that. Then you had Jimmy Butler and Udonis Haslem almost get into it. And that was on the bench. This was during the game that they almost got into it. So more. Oh, I forgot about this incident. You had Caldwell Pope and Montrezl Harrell get into it. That would prompt it, and this fight happened at halftime during the game. I forgot who they played. I think it was OKC they played. Because Caldwell Pope went throwing the ball. They weren't throwing the ball. He was open. Caldwell Pope didn't see him. He didn't throw the ball. And they got into it at halftime in the locker room. And they actually was swinging. Nobody hit. But Caldwell Pope and Montrezl Harrell was swinging. Now, that resulted in Montrezl Harrell ended up getting traded to the Hornets. But yeah, man, Draymond Green, man, he on some other shit. Hey, I put the link in the chat if anybody want to come in. Now, first they said there was going to be a suspension. Then I read something saying that there wasn't going to be no suspension, but that was before the video got leaked. So that came from the GM of the Golden State Warriors, Bob Myers, I believe. So I wonder if he's going to reverse course now that the video got leaked to TMZ. But yeah, man, Draymond Green way out of pocket, man. And people were speculating, not saying this my personal thoughts on the matter, but I've read some reports about Jordan Poole getting a contract extension and Draymond Green have to play out his contract. But if you followed my channel 4 months ago, I said, but 4 months ago, I told y'all that when Draymond Green was campaigning for another max contract and the Warriors brass said no, that they weren't going to give him one. I told y'all that back in like July that they weren't going to give him another max contract. Now, it's eerily similar to the situation when Kevin Durant was there. Draymond Green calls Kevin Durant a bitch because when it came time for a contract extension, right? This was during the regular season game when they lost to the Clippers. But prior to that, the Warriors brass told Draymond Green that they was looking to re-sign KD. Draymond calls him a bitch in a regular season game against the Clippers. That's the game they lost in overtime. And Kevin Durant, leaves after the season. Draymond Green ends up getting his money. Now, I'm not personally saying that's what Draymond Green did to get his bag back in 2018, but it just played out that way. Now, this time around, he's looking for another max contract. I don't know what justify him getting the max contract, but hey, whatever. And Jordan Poole has the upside. He has the upside. Draymond Green, in my opinion, is on the downside of his career. They also have concerns about Klay Thompson's lingering knee issue. So Jordan Poole gonna have to do more. And he last year, in my opinion, should have been most improved player. Nothing against John Morant. I thought John Morant was a beast. You know what I'm saying? But John Morant should have not won most improved player. That should have hands down with Jordan Poole. And he's being asked to do more because we don't know what's going to happen with Klay Thompson with his knee. And Draymond Green is in the downside of his career. Now, another thing we need to talk about, if this is public now the cops can get involved. Because this is possible assault charges that Draymond Green could be facing. Forget the NBA. Forget, getting suspended by the Warriors and all that. And I don't think the NBA themselves are going to get involved in this. I think they're going to let Golden State handle it. But if this video is public, there's a good probability the cops going to obtain a copy of this video, or they're going to watch this footage and they're going to do their own investigation. And I'm pretty sure in the Bay Area, they don't take shit like this lying down. So there's a legal aspect we got to take into account. Are they going to file assault charges against Draymond Green? If the DA of San Francisco just happened to get a hold of this video and see Draymond Green sucker punching Jordan Poole, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but we've seen possible things like this play out. So there's a possibility, not saying it could happen. It's going to happen, but it's a possibility. I don't see a scenario where you bring Draymond Green and Jordan Poole on the stage. Of course, when they get to the media and the media is asking questions, they're going to say the right things. Because, they have to carry themselves as a consummate professional. But Draymond Green run around here punching people, and then, look, man, the damage has already been done. You can apologize to the cows come home. Damage is already done, bro. And this person who's supposed to be this elder statesman in the game, and he's supposed to be a leader. Well, that's not how you conduct leadership. Especially when he was the one instigating the incident. Now, I don't know what was said, and I try to get an idea of what was said, but at the end of the day, what was said, if you're supposed to be this consummate professional, what was said shouldn't matter. Shouldn't make a difference what was said. Draymond Green walk up to that dude all up in that man bubble. I mean, that's the kind of place where you like almost either want to fight somebody or kiss them. Now, if Jordan Poole didn't want to go all the way, it's not like he didn't have opportunity to walk away. And Draymond Green followed him as he was walking away. Now you got an act of aggression. Now you got a situation in play. But yeah, man. Look, man. I mean, both parties both parties were wrong in some aspects. I don't think there was nobody that was totally in the right. And Draymond Green was definitely in the wrong for doing that. So when I look at that, I was like, man, they need to get him up out of there and, forget trading him, because who's going to trade for him? Who's going to trade for Draymond Green? What is the Draymond Green's offensive game and declining player who's often hurt last couple years? Who's going to be chomping at the bit to trade for him? And I've heard people talk about, oh man, Draymond Green want to go to the Lakers for what? What will he bring to the Lakers that's going to make the Lakers be this needle mover all of a sudden? What does he bring to the Lakers that's going to, oh man, but Draymond Green come to the Lakers, man, Lakers go into the NBA Finals. Nobody's saying that. Well, I take that back. Nobody in their right mind is going to say that. So we'll just have to see how this plays out. Like I said, I put a link in the chat. Anybody want to come in and talk to me about this, right? But I don't see how the Warriors, prioritize Draymond Green over Jordan Poole, and then they still got to pay Andrew Wiggins because his contract is coming up. So of course they're going to prioritize Andrew Wiggins. I've heard someone talk about James Wiseman. I'm not sold on James Wiseman. Not sold on him. So I don't see how James Wiseman, name is in the discourse as far as like getting a max extension, which leaves Draymond Green on the outside looking in. Now he'll play out his contract or whatever like that, but I can see the Warriors definitely cutting bait with him after the season. They're definitely cutting bait with him. And then one thing we hadn't talked about, what will be his status with TNT after this? Does TNT cut bait with Draymond Green? Because remember, he signed a contract with them. That's either last year or 2 years ago. He signed a contract with TNT. So is TNT going to void the contract after that incident? I mean, this has potential to be a costly mistake that he made. From him possibly getting assault charges, to the Warriors possibly suspending him, to the TNT voiding the contract with him. I mean, this has potential to be a very costly mistake. And be his own damn fault because he want to run around here act like he untouchable. He want to act like he the motherfucking big dog in the yard. He's not more than a goddamn poodle. Because see, people like that, they only want to pick and choose who they want to go after. They want to, go after guys who they think is the path of least resistance. See, a punch like that, you say how long he should be suspended for? I mean, me and Udoka got a whole year for but then again, that's fraternization. So punch when you can potentially break someone's jaw. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know. But if you ask me, maybe the whole shit. Fuck it. You know, I think they should. I think they should ban them for at least 4 months or something like that. You know what I'm saying? To send that message. I'm like, look, to me, he should be suspended for at least 4 months. So at least after the All-Star break. You say with the team rules, yeah. Ime Udoka violated team policy by getting involved in fraternization. But I think in Draymond Green's case, I think he should be suspended 4 months without pay. Should be without pay. A fine? Well, I mean, they can fine him if they want to, but look, if someone going 4 months without pay, I mean, that's pretty much a fine within itself. What's up, Kevin Wedderburn? You say Draymond Green? Yo, you say Game Draymond Green needs to be suspended from the NBA for his bullshit. Well, I don't think he's gonna be suspended from the NBA because I don't think the NBA is gonna get involved. But I do think the Warriors. I mean, the Warriors should do something. I mean, that ownership and upper level management should just not just take this thing and be like, well, that's just Draymond being Draymond. We're gonna let him play. No, you're sending the wrong message that way. It's like when someone does something and you fail to hold them to account, you fail to give them punishment, you only embolden them. What's our first down? When you fail to hold somebody accountable for their actions and all that, you only embolden them. But yeah, what Draymond did was that was some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's not bringing no value to the team when you're out there sucker punching your own teammate. But me, with the analytical mind I have and all that, and try to get a complete picture of this jigsaw puzzle, what led to that, I want to know what was said. Because yes, we have the video, but I want to know what was said. No, I don't think the league's going to do anything because look, the league didn't do anything with the Boston situation. The league, when the whole thing with Ime Udoka happened in Boston, the league didn't step in and be like, okay, um, we're going to investigate this and we're going to come down with a ruling. No, they let the team handle it. But then again, there was no video of Ime Udoka either. So there's that. I can see where you're going at on that front, but I don't think the league's going to step in. Do we know what was said? No, we don't know what was said. That's why I'm trying to figure out what the hell was said. Did he say that Draymond Green was a Mr. Triple Single? Did he say something about Draymond Green's family? I'm like, I want to know what was said. If you're gonna put out a video of somebody getting sucker punched, well, I want to know what led up to that. I mean, so, but yeah, man, I think now that's gonna be the $1 billion question. What are they gonna do with Draymond Green? Are they gonna suspend him or not? That's gonna be the question. Now, Bob Myers did come out and say that they weren't going to suspend him, but that was before the video came out. They probably didn't even know what was going on in that video. But then again, it's not like they don't have access to the video. It's not like when the GM and upper level management do the investigation. It's not like they can't roll the tape. So I find that before the tape became public, I find that egregious of what Bob Myers said. Because I'm pretty sure before that tape came out and became public consumption, he looked at that shit. He had to look at it. There ain't no way that Bob Myers can come out and say that without looking at that tape. Because if he did, then he'd be pretty disingenuous, if you ask me. But they got to do something to him. Yeah. Did you? Yeah, I'm gonna show the footage again. I'm gonna show the footage again for everyone who did not see it, and then you can decide for yourself. Should Draymond Green get suspended? Hold on. Hold on. Share my screen with y'all. Hold on a second. Look, take a look at this. See Draymond Green walking up to Jordan Poole. They're probably chirping back and forth. Bam! See, when you push, after you push a guy, you need to put your hands up. Now, me personally, I don't think Jordan Poole even wanted to fight Draymond Green. But then again, he was under the impression that, look, man, we in practice, this type of shit all the time. But look, man, when you push somebody, man, you can't just sit there and think that person ain't gonna do nothing, man. That's just the first rule of fight, man. You gotta protect yourself at all times. You gotta protect yourself at all times. You don't push nobody and don't expect them to clap back. And that's what you see here. Yep. Draymond Green punched him right after he shoved him. But see, I want to show y'all something. But see, this is another thing they ain't get talked about yet. See, he's looking at, you got this guy here looking, you got this guy right here walking right past the incident. Hey, Mom, can I call you back? Okay, I'll call you right back. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Mommy Dearest called me. But anyway. So you have this guy looking. You got, I guess he's an assistant coach or someone. He's walking right past him. He sees the stuff go down. Why these two ain't intervene? Why did it take Draymond Green to punch Jordan Poole in the face before they decide to intervene? Let's look at that again. Let's look at that. So you got another guy here. I don't know what the fuck is he looking at. You got all these dudes here who could have broken that up. And even when Jordan Poole pushed Draymond Green off of him, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 people that could have gotten in between that to keep that thing from escalating even further. There's 4 people there that could have stopped that. Instead, they wait till Draymond Green Superman punched Jordan Poole, and then all of a sudden now people want to get involved. Let's look at that again. Hold on. So you got the coach, the assistant coach, looking at this. You got a guy off in La La Land, you got another guy here, and you got a guy there looking like he's some maximum male model for WWE, just standing there looking. Instead of breaking that shit up. Draymond Green should have never got a punch in there. This thing could have been de-escalated before it even got that far. And then when Draymond Green go cacao, and he's still standing there. Them 2 idiots still standing there. Look at that. Bow! Got the coach right there. Got another dude out this out in the. Look at that. He's just standing there like a complete buffoon. Draymond Green should have never gotten that shot in. And them 2 idiots still standing there. You got people breaking up the fight. Them 2 idiots who could have done something about it did nothing about it. So why ain't nobody talking about that outside the fact that this thing should have never gotten leaked? This thing should have never gotten leaked. But now that we got the footage, and I think whoever leaked this thing don't need to be at that facility no more. And if everybody want to be on code and not want to speak out there, everybody got to go. But aside from that, you mean to tell me you had like about 4 or 5 people in that vicinity that could have done something about it, but didn't do anything about it until after Draymond Green got that punch in. Now all of a sudden, everybody want to break up the melee, and the 2 idiots who could have done something before still standing there like a bunch of buffoons, like a statue. And then the whole thing would have been about Draymond Green and Jordan Poole scuffling. It wouldn't have been about that because they'd have like, well, you know, that goes on all the time at practice. It would have been, the narrative would have shifted from that to who leaked the tape. Who leaked this footage to TMZ? Because there's only one reason why somebody would leak footage to a media outlet. The only reason why somebody would do that. And it's all for the love of money. You don't think TMZ would pay someone like $500,000 or something like that to obtain that kind of to obtain that video? Somebody got caked off really well for leaking that video to TMZ. Because you know TMZ ain't, you know, that trash outlet ain't nothing but a bunch of gossip and and all kinds of gutter filth, right? Nothing but a bunch of trash and gutter filth that comes out of TMZ. And you know, they quick to leak a story. So I ain't down with the play. I'm not down with that bullshit that's going on right now with the Golden State Warriors, right? Draymond Green been doing this kind of bullshit for quite a while now. And look, Diak has ran dry if you ask me. Diak ran real dry. So that's why I stand on that, man. So I hope you guys have a good day. Those are my thoughts about the whole incident between Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. Draymond Green need to get the hell on up out of here. And if you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. This your man. Scream at me. All right.